We're live. Good morning. It's January 21st, 2025. It's Tuesday morning. Coffee with Malcolm. Thank you for joining me. Yes, I know I got to paint the rest of this wall so it looks right. We'll get to that. It's all in progress. Hope you guys are having a great morning or evening or afternoon, wherever you may be. If you're watching this after the cast, I hope you enjoy. Got a little poll going on here. Johnny Bravo is my first one on, so we got to pin his comment, right? All right, we're going to pin him. And, all right, come on, stop clicking and stuff. We're going to graduate him to a moderator. So there we go. Ta-da! Congratulations, Johnny. Nice hot cup of coffee. It's cold outside. It's wintertime. 58 days till spring. 26 degrees outside. Yesterday was really fun. Did my first all-day marathon on live stream YouTube. Had to break it into 3 different segments because the app kept messing up. But what are you going to do? I guess that's part of it, the adventure, right? And then you're already on your second cup of coffee. This counts. I think this mug counts as 2 cups. If I hold it like this, it looks like it's the size of my head. So, it is tasty. I'm having my granola bar for breakfast. Yo, I thought yesterday was really good. Did a lot of stuff, went places, did things, ate different food. Watched a little TV. That's good, Johnny. I like the employees at my local McDonald's as well. They're really nice. I've been to some fast foods where they're rude as can be, could care less what you want or how you want it, and kind of just walk away, not literally throw the food at you, but kind of just like, there you go. So it's refreshing, not just for McDonald's, but any fast food, in my opinion, where they're, courteous. But that's all good. We got to meet Barbara. Barbara's her name. We went through the McDonald's drive-thru yesterday, and people got to meet Barbara. My third section of the podcast yesterday, or the live stream, whatever you want to call it, got copyrighted because Seinfeld was playing in the background and Squid Games is playing in the background. So that whole thing is just locked down now. I can't watch it. I did not get copyright violation for watching the inauguration on the news. So if you're watching anything, if you're doing something on a live stream, you can't play music, can't watch TV, can't do any of that kind of stuff on your live stream. It's got to be just you and the camera. Lesson learned, but that's all right. You worked at McDonald's. I worked at a Wendy's out of high school. I worked at a Burger King and I worked at a Wendy's. That was in the mid-90s. So, a little different then. I enjoyed working the drive-thru. People, messing with people on the drive-thru with different voices and things like that. The manager didn't seem to mind. I wasn't doing anything mean. I was just being silly. And, on the weekends, you get the people who are drunk in the drive-thru, think they're being creative and funny. And then, the Burger King one had the reputation to have it your way. That was a big thing. That was Burger King's selling point in the mid-90s, Unlike McDonald's and Wendy's and all these places, you get it as it is. Burger King, you could say, hold the onions or add extra pickles or something like that. And that was very common. People would come to Burger King for that reason. And I remember a couple of times people would come in and they thought they were being slick and make some outrageous order for like 4 different people with all these substitutions and add-ons. and then say, well, could you read that back to me? And I had printed out the order before they paid, so I had it on a piece of paper. I said, well, you had I go down the whole thing, one breath, and then it'd be just like crickets on the other side. And dude, I just completely ruined their time. It's not like today you have the monitor where everything's on the screen. You can just look at it, You had to hit the print button. It would spit out the order. So you'd have a printed version of it. You could read it back or give it to somebody that's making the food or whatever else like that. But yeah, I would just rattle off everything on the order like an auctioneer and just go down the whole thing. And when they came around the window, I was like, hey, you ought to take you. And they just look at you like, who are you? But it was just a job, working fast food. What are you going to do? One of the things I did, one of the many jobs I've had over the years was fast food. I waited tables. I've said that before many times. Waited tables, different places, high-end restaurants and not so high-end. But yeah, I kind of critique a little bit when I go out to eat, but I try not to do that as much anymore. I don't want to be a Karen, But it does. I do get aggravated pretty easy when it comes to restaurant service. The thing that gets me the most is the simple things. So simple, like bring an extra napkin, or if they have cloth napkins and you see that it's messy, swap it out for the guest who's sitting there at the table. Don't force them to keep using that same napkin if they had to clean up a little mess they made or something like that. Keep their water glass full. It's not hard. Just simple stuff like that. It seems so foreign for somebody, a waiter or waitress or whatever, to take that extra second or two, The fire pit last night was nice. That was fun. Oh, that'd be cool, Johnny. So I started a Discord. I have not put it on my phone. There's a school bus, 708. I'm not familiar with Discord. Not that I couldn't figure it out. It's a completely different program that I'm not used to yet. And Johnny here is going to help me out with that. So, Johnny, you got to send me an email to CoffeeWithMalcolm@gmail.com. Or I guess you could just send the message in Discord and I can go back and forth with you on that. And at some point today, I'll log in and bring you on board to help me out with that, since you're familiar with it. I know a lot of people use Discord for gaming and things like that too, as a communication and chat while playing games. I always use the in-game system for communications. I never liked using a third-party application to communicate while playing a video game. I thought it was silly to have to go through that effort when there's already a communication platform in the game itself. So yeah. And I've had people suggest that I do Twitch. I think Twitch is for gaming streaming, most likely. I don't think it's for my little live streams about coffee and stuff, or just the day, as the day goes on. It'd be more attractive to younger viewers. Yeah, okay. So we'll get that established. We'll get that fine-tuned, and we'll start adding that into the description of the videos. So people want to participate that way, they can. We're going to grow this channel a little bit. I have entertained the idea of streaming on 2 platforms at once. I'm not crazy about Facebook or anything related to Facebook, like Instagram and things like that. I don't know. I have this weird feeling about Facebook, and I'm just not crazy about it. Hey, Wesley, what's going on, man? Ready for some work. Back to the grind. Had yesterday off. So yeah. So like I said, in Discord, I might start dual streaming, if you will. I'm thinking about using X. I know X is very political and stuff, but if I could throw something different in there that's a little more lighthearted, Maybe it'll attract some people on X to start watching something a little different than what's on there, because it seems to be very political and decisive content on X. So maybe I can break that barrier with my coffee with Malcolm in the morning type stuff. I'm not crazy about Facebook. I deleted Facebook 6 years ago. I deleted Instagram like 2 years ago. I don't know. I don't like their platform. I don't really like their product, if you will, their stuff. That's just a personal preference of mine. I understand it's got a large audience, but I think Facebook is kind of dated, and I just really don't care for it. Now YouTube is dated as well, but it seems to be more interactive and has a wider audience than Facebook would. You know, you got a lot of grandparents and stuff on Facebook, things like that. Yeah, the only social media I really use is YouTube. I dabble on X. I kind of just skim through it, find some stuff. I had found some things on X that I like to follow that have been on there for a while that aren't so divisive and things like that. But it's good to get some insight of what's going on out in the world instead of having my little tunnel vision. I don't want to have tunnel vision on one platform. I got to broaden my horizon a little bit if I want to be somewhat current on what's going on in the world as far as social media. And I think X would be a way to do that. I never got a TikTok account. I did use CapCut, but it got banned. I got to figure that out. But I wasn't even. I'm not even really. We have a CapCut back. It's back. Oh, sweet. I didn't realize CapCut was part of TikTok. So salute to ByteDance. That program CapCut is pretty awesome. It's very user friendly. I love that program. I've tried to do some other ones and they still don't match up. So yeah, we're going to check that out. Yeah, I mean, I've always liked YouTube because I always like making videos and doing little skits and little things and put them out there and try to have fun. When I was in the service, some of my Army buddies would participate in my videos because they thought it was fun too. I said, "Hey, nobody wants to get in my videos with me." I don't understand it. I like invited people numerous times to participate. Got a couple people. It's like, look, all you got to do is sit there with a camera, record yourself doing this. 5 seconds is all I need. 10 seconds, and then just send me that little video clip that you make off your phone, and I'll chop it up and put it in the thing. And they either have the camera, like this one guy helped me out. The camera was like 30 feet away from him, and he was like this tall, the picture. I'm like, why did he put the camera so far out? And it was grainy, like he was using something from the 80s. I don't know what it was. I couldn't use it. My eyes been itching this morning. No, you don't. Just like if I put something else into the system like Discord, you don't have to have Discord. I mean, it's just another thing trying to broaden the horizon. And I'm open to ideas, feedback, and stuff from you guys. I really haven't looked at the good news for the day. See if there's any inspiring stories out there for us to focus on today. There was a community praises contractor for free construction work since Helene hurricane hit North Carolina. So he's next to this giant dump truck. Obviously, he's been offering all of his time and effort to help people get their stuff back up and running. But yeah, I think North Carolina kind of got left out of the loop there. And then this guy gave a kidney up to a little girl after his own daughter dies following her own transplant. So, people are out there doing good stuff. Johnny's got a cracked phone screen. He wants to do split screen with me one day. That'd be cool. Like I said, I want some people to get involved. It'd be great. Have some split screen stuff going on. What else happened today in history? Now, we know that Trump got signed into office yesterday. A little fun fact, he did not actually have his hand on the Bible when he was sworn in. I didn't even notice. Somebody else noticed it on the internet. And like, he raised his hand, but he didn't put his other hand on the Bible. It's not a make or break deal, but it was just an interesting little nuance that obviously a lot of people had noticed and posted all over the internet. He got crazy with the Sharpie, started signing all kinds of stuff yesterday. The electricity still works and the water's still running, and the internet's up. You know, chaos has not ensued. But anyway, what happened in good news in history on the January 21st? We'll scroll down some other stuff. More good news. The first Monte Carlo rally takes place in 1911. Albania declared itself a republic in 1925 on this day. On this day, Jimmy Carter pardoned nearly all American Vietnam War draft evaders, some of whom had immigrated to Canada. I didn't know that. Trump did a bunch of pardons yesterday as well. Oh, this is a cool fact because this is one of my favorite cars of all time. Production of the iconic DeLorean sports car begins in Dunmurry, Northern Ireland in 1981. That's when they started production of the DeLorean. Coolest car. I'd love to have a DeLorean. It'd be so cool. It'd be so cool to have a DeLorean with the gold wing doors and all that stuff. Man, it'd be so cool. I don't know. Every president that comes in on their first, what they call it, their first 100 days, does something controversial or considered controversial to somebody out there. Now, I will admit I'm not a huge Trump fan, but I'm hoping he lives up to some of his promises that he's done during his campaign and things like that. Only time will tell. I really don't want to dive into it much more than that. But yeah, he went through a couple of Sharpies yesterday. I think he signed like 80 different executive orders yesterday. Just pow, 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 knocking them out. I was like, geez, man. I didn't watch it all. I was just listening to the news this morning. But yeah. Marathon, yeah, it was fun yesterday. Hanging out, going places, doing stuff. Johnny hung out with me. A few guys hung out with me the whole time. I learned my lesson I knew I couldn't play music in the background, right? And all the little stuff we did yesterday when there was music in the playground, I didn't get nicked for that on YouTube. I guess it wasn't playing enough of it, or it wasn't clear enough to be recognized and be copyrighted. But it did not like the fact that Seinfeld was playing in the background. It totally shot my third segment of the day, completely knocked it out. It's blocked. Can't watch it or anything now because Seinfeld was in it. And then the Squid Games. It picked it up, and the Squid Games was on there like 10 seconds or something. And it recognized that and totally killed it. So Gulf of America. I think all things we can be focused on. And yeah, Gulf of America. I don't know. There's a bunch of other stuff that happened on this day in history, which would take a lot of reading. 104 years ago today, Agatha Christie's first novel was published in the UK, if you care about that kind of stuff. In 1968, Jimi Hendrix recorded his version of Bob Dylan's song All Along the Watchtower. That happened this day in history. Jimi Hendrix, he had a right-handed guitar, but he was left-handed, and he played it. I don't know. That's kind of one of the useless facts and information about Jimi Hendrix that I know about. So that's kind of cool. All along the Watchtower. Jimi Hendrix. Good stuff. Let's go back. And then you got quotes of the day and all this other stuff. That's kind of cheesy. I don't know. Some of these quotes are like, I like the Chinese proverbs. They're really like thought provoking, and you have to like decipher the one sentence proverb that comes, in these Chinese proverbs and stuff. You're like, what is the real meaning behind that? That quote, that proverb. What are they trying to say? Imply. Give them more thought. Like some of the stuff on here is like really lame. It's like, it's like my heart is like a singing bird. How is that the quote of the day? Now this is a little different. It says, be of love a little more careful than of anything. I don't know, maybe that was part of a poem or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, he's pretty cool. You have to listen to classic rock stations if you want to hear Jimi Hendrix. Of course, you can always stream his stuff, Spotify and YouTube and all these other places. You can definitely check out some Jimi Hendrix stuff. There's a station on Sirius XM called Classic Vinyl. They play a lot of stuff from the 60s and 70s in rock and roll. Good stuff. A lot of the Eagles and the Doors and all that kind of stuff like that gets played on that station. So, what is Trump going to say about the drones over the next few days? Yeah. Well, they all stopped. I guess they were afraid of him. And they all stopped flying. I don't know what happened to the drones. And if he's going to say anything about it, probably won't. Because the whole news part of it just died and went away. It's not like it's even part of the news anymore. People are like, yeah, drones, other sides of cars. Whatever. Been there, done that, it's gone. That's kind of the way it is with the news here in the United States. You just go through cycles of different news stuff, and after a couple of months, it's old stuff. Nobody wants anything to do with it. So, yeah, it's just that's our tendency is to just kind of go on to the next thing, Let me send this text message real quick. There we go. So anyway, hear what he has to say and how he's going to phrase it. Oh, man. We'll just see. Well, it can be very entertaining. Listen to what he has to say, But like I said, only time will tell. I don't really like to focus on politics too much on here. Maybe some sports stuff or something like that. What was it? Who was playing last night in the snow on a football field last night? Buffalo Bills and hey, gummit. I forgot the other team's name. Was it the Ravens? I want to say it was the Ravens playing in the snow. And if you looked on the field, Space Force. Yeah, nobody even said anything about Space Force. I totally forgot about that. Space Force should be investigating those drones. Oh, man. But they were playing in the snow, and I found it interesting. If you looked at the field, all the numbers down the field didn't have snow on them. But in the lines on the football field, no snow. It's in between the numbers and the lines. There were patches. There was nice even blankets of snow. But on the lines themselves and then around the numbers, it's like they had a heating pad underneath the numbers on the field just so the numbers could be seen from across the stadium. But everything else had snow. I don't know if they sprayed something on there to like de-icer or something like that. Excuse me. But, it was super obvious to me looking at the field and seeing how the stripes are visible, the numbers are visible, but everything else is covered in snow. And they're running around playing football, tackling and tossing and everything else they do. Were the numbers a darker color? No, the numbers, you got the green grass and the numbers were in white letters, but you could tell it was just a circle around the number that was thawed out. Nothing was frozen on it. No snow was sticking to that. It either melted on contact or some kind of chemical. I'm sure they sprayed on there to show the numbers, so you can see them. And it wasn't like TV generated. It may have been, but I think this for the officials on the field and people in the stands could see the numbers. But those were uncovered. It was just a little stupid thing that I noticed. It might be heated underneath, might be. But you think about that. If they're going to go through the trouble of heating up the numbers, why not just heat the whole damn field up? I mean, if you're going to put that much effort into coiling wires or running stuff across the ground to thaw out certain areas, it wouldn't really take that much more just to go ahead and do the whole field. I don't know. Fix this. Well, I'm using my webcam for the computer. I am on the computer, not the phone, and using the YouTube Studio website to broadcast my stream. So it flips everything for you the correct way. Now, if I was doing it on my phone again, it'd be backwards on the selfie camera, if you will. I don't know if they're going to come up with a solution to flip that back around or not. But for this, I'm keeping it clean. I'm not putting all the little stuff on the screen. I'm not going to do all that junk. I got the background. That's enough. I was kind of lazy on my sign this morning. I had the idea that I would put something different on there each day, but I quickly ran out of things to say on there for some reason. Let's see what people say about our poll today so far. Most people would rather go without TV. Some people want to go without internet, and some people want to go without radio. But most people are willing to give up regular TV. Yeah. You might get your mug today. Go check the mail. That'd be cool. You got to do your open box video of the coffee mug that I sent you. If you're watching this first time or anything like that, I have Coffee with Malcolm mugs, and I'm not selling them yet. I kind of like once a month, I'll give one away to loyal viewers, things like that. And the QR code doesn't work because it's curved. I think it's because of the curvature of the mug. It may just be a crappy picture of the barcode, the QR code. I don't know. When I make some more, I'm gonna regenerate the QR code and make it smaller. So hopefully it'll be scannable. But they're really nice mugs, Get those if you serve. The folded flag, that's from deployment. That's from my deployment overseas. If you serve, I'm not sure exactly. I don't think it's being. I got it because I served on a deployment in Iraq, so that's why I got that. It's not like everybody gets one, but that was for the deployment to Iraq. And it has here. It says American soldier on there. Let's go here. It's got a couple of things on here. Like this is the couple of coins. It says presented to true American recognition for your service and sacrifice in the cause of freedom. Your service will never be forgotten from the grateful people of this nation. So yeah. There it is. Now you know. I've dedicated my life to government stuff, Army and now the post office, but it's very stable income, I should say. So the good thing about the post office is I can't get laid off from the post office or furloughed or whatever. Once you're hired on and you're a regular employee, you're pretty much locked in unless you commit crimes. If you steal stuff and things like that, or damage property on purpose and, vandalize, if you do some stupid stuff, you could get fired. If you steal mail and things like that, you can get fired, go to jail even. But if you just show up and do your work like you're supposed to, do your job to the fullest of your ability, I pretty much have really good job security. And that's why one of the reasons I stay with the post office. I think it's a good job. We don't want to smoke the Zaza or set fires to the mail. Don't do any of that stuff. We're not doing any crazy things. Just sort the mail. It's not hard to do, really. Sort it, give it to the people, and just rinse and repeat each day. I like helping the customers out when they come to the counter, especially like the elderly people. They're trying to put a box together. They look a little confused, and I like to be able to. It's a small office, so I can take the time and help them put their box together, and stuff like that. I like helping people out doing that part of the job. To me, it's satisfying to be able to help those out that want to use the post office to send letters, and I've helped some young people out that had no clue in the world how to send a package or even write a letter or address it. I don't make fun of them. I don't make fun of them. I just go ahead and help them out. This one kid decided he was going to start selling stuff on eBay, and he had an old PlayStation he was going to sell. So he came in. First, he had his label on his phone, which we can't print. We can't receive emails from customers and print those things. So he didn't have his label. He had to go back and get it printed and come back. But he was going to put this PlayStation in this big box. And I'm like, look, you don't need a box that big. Just get a box that it fits and wrap it in some bubble wrap. And he totally did not understand what I was saying. He proceeded to put the PlayStation, the controllers, a couple of games inside the box, and then he wrapped the outside of the box with bubble wrap. I had stepped away for a second. I came back and I'm looking at him going, is he going to do all that? Put that in another box? He's going to put like a box in a box in a box? What's he doing? No, he took a Sharpie and he started writing the address on the bubble wrap on the outside of the box. And I'm like, yo, stop. Come bring it here. Let me help you out with that. And I got it all situated with him. He's like, I've never done this before. I was like, it's all right, man. It's all right. I'll help you out. We'll get this figured out, So I told him, I said, you want to wrap this stuff up, put it in the box, tape it up and all that good stuff. And this is how you put the address on there, things like that. It's all right. He did that he only lasted a few weeks selling stuff on eBay, and then he just stopped showing up. I guess he ran out of stuff to sell or didn't like it. I don't know. But wrap the outside of the box with bubble wrap. I still get people show up and they'll hold the letter and they'll kind of look around like, where do I put the address on the envelope? They're trying to pay a bill or something like that. Like, hey, their stuff goes here, your stuff goes there. Be all right, But I don't mind helping people out at the post office. It's cool. I get it. Not everybody knows everything about mailing packages and letters. So I have to treat each customer, as a first interaction type thing and help them out, But, I kind of joke around. I'll suggest different things for people to use and they'll look at me. And then I was like, look, I don't work on commission. So you can send it any way you want. But if I were you, I would send it this way in this box. I think that would be better for your package and this and that and the other. And sometimes I try to, show them the cheaper way to do it. Like you don't have to use that. You could use this, it goes both ways, right? And being in the mail system, I know what's going to work better than most people because I deal with this stuff all the time. Some people don't want my advice at all and they get kind of aggravated. I don't know what to tell you, just trying to help. And I can pick up on that pretty quick. If I start offering them, I'll be like, okay, I'm going to step aside for a second. Just let me know when you're ready. I'll go do something else, sort some mail or whatever. And then I'll check back with them at the counter and let them be. I'm not going to force suggestions on people. Some people just have their mindset and they don't want help from anybody. So it is what it is. People are talking about Johnny Bravo and Admore are talking in the chat about selling stuff on eBay. Oh man. Yeah. If you don't do shipping and handling, don't be afraid. I've told some people who sell stuff online. That's why they call it shipping and handling. You're taking the time and effort to put this all together. And you're having to buy tape, you're having to buy markers, you're having to get boxes, bubble wrap. All that's factored into your shipping and handling. Some people are like, well, I want to keep the cost as low as possible so I keep my customers. Yeah, but if you send something and it's going to break or, whatever, then you're going to lose customers. Just take the extra step. And some people lose out on their sale on eBay. They hardly charge anything for shipping. And then they find out that they're shipping it across the country and whatever money they were making on the products totally wasted on shipping. They made nothing. So I'm like, if you're going to be selling this particular thing over and over again, use this and then charge them this amount. And that's going to cover your cost. You had to drive to the post office. You had to do all these different things to get this package on the road. That's why it's called shipping and handling. There's a cost factor in there that you need to take into consideration when you're selling something on eBay or whatever. Selling stuff on eBay I've sold some stuff on eBay. I've got some other things from my old truck that I've replaced, some parts and stuff that somebody else may want. So I just haven't taken the time to post them on eBay yet. I may do that later, sometime this week, next month. I don't know. Somebody was selling. I don't know why I'm so choked up today. Somebody was mailing rotten pig heads. Really? Rotten pig heads. Oh, man. We have gotten some packages to the post office that stink really bad. Excuse me. Some lady from, I don't know if she was from Taiwan or Vietnam or something like that. I'm not sure. It wasn't South Korea. It's like Taiwan, Vietnam. She would get packages sent to her from her family back there. And they literally just wrapped up dead fish in like parchment paper and plastic bags, whatever, and mailed it to her. Then you got to think this is an international package. This stuff's been fermenting in this box for about a month trying to get to her. And it'd get to our office and it would just reek. It would smell so bad. And we'd set the package outside on the back loading dock. It would stink up the whole post office. But she was totally fine. Oh, it's okay. And she spoke pretty good English. She's just happy as to be to get her box of rotting fish or whatever else was in there. It smelled like a box full of rotten fish. It was horrid. It was so nasty. What did Wesley said? Fish pig heads. When yeah, Wesley's doing windshields and stuff, but the pig heads, fresh pig heads, and then the rotten pig heads. I don't understand why would you want to buy a pig head, much less ship it somewhere? It's like, why would you want to do that? I got this pig head, waste not, want not. Somebody's going to want it. Here you go. Put it in a box. Wrap it twice in a Ziploc bag. It'll be fine. Gosh, I don't know. There was a place that I worked at for just like a week. I was helping another office out. And this one person who owned a coffee shop roasted their own coffee beans and mailed them from that particular post office. Man, those bags, they would have them in boxes, all these fresh coffee beans and stuff like that. It smelled so good. I'm like, wow, that smells great. I was like reading the return address, so-and-so coffee. I'm gonna have to look them up. That smells great. They were shipping 20-something boxes a day, and it would make the whole office smell like coffee. Some people were complaining, and I'm like, it smells great. I love coffee. I don't remember the name of the company now. I remember looking them up, and they were quite expensive, but I didn't buy anything from them. But yeah. eBay did a lot of different stuff. eBay's changed a lot since the good old days. Yeah, I'm glad to be on here Monday through Friday. Rain, sleet, snow, or hail. There's only 3 of us on here, but it's still something, right? I don't know. Sundays do really good for me. A lot of people I imagine right now are going to work and don't have time to sit there and just watch live streams in the morning on YouTube. I normally get international people on here too, but we'll just stay the course, keep rolling. The Three Musketeers on Mondays. Yesterday was pretty good. Got a lot of watch time, and I got a lot of. Let's look at the stats real quick. I can pull those up. I should be able to show another screen too. Share screen. Dun, 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 dun. Window. Boop. We're going to share screen for you real quick. So if you look here, here's my dashboard right now. I got 356 views on the third segment of yesterday's stream. And right here it says it was blocked. Copyright claims for Squid Games and all that kind of stuff, right? But anyway, these are my subs right here. I got down here at the bottom. So like yesterday, look how my watch hours shot up. Yes, that was Sunday. It hasn't even populated Monday's hours yet. And then right there I had Sunday was a rocking day. 3,300 viewers on Sunday. And then it just kind of plateaus the rest of the time for like yesterday. It was just, 20 here, 20 there. But the Sunday streams do super great. And so, yeah. And then my subscribers were peaked at 480 subscribers on that particular day when I did a live stream. And that was the one I said some good news. And I had that. I don't know why that particular one skyrocketed. Maybe it's because I projected and forecasted a good newscast of some sort. Maybe I need to focus on that a little bit more. I don't want to change everything I'm doing on the stream, though. But yeah, Abnorm's going to help. Johnny Bravo is going to help me with the Discord page. And then we got the Earn tab, which is all the subs. And this is my goal. I have to reach this, I have to reach this right here. 3,000 mark. And then I can do the membership, super stickers, and I can start merchandising things on YouTube as well, like the coffee mugs and some other stuff. So yeah. And that's some different things on the dashboard for the YouTube studio thing, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I'm going to get with Johnny Bravo today. He's going to email me. We're going to work on that a little bit today, some more this evening, and get the Discord thing coming up so people can participate that way as well. So keep chatting, keep in touch, that type of thing. I think it'd be cool. I don't want it to be like something I'm having to focus on all day, every day. I got a lot of other things going on in the world, but it'll be something. It'll be a format, an avenue of approach for the viewers to participate. So yeah, -6 degrees for Abnorm. No, thank you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're going to get it linked into the description, maybe a little bit here when I get to work, and I have a few minutes to step aside. I'll get that. We'll get it on there. Even if I wait till this evening, we'll get it all on there. Keep it on topic. What if I'm not sure. I'm trying to follow the comments down here. GH is here. GH has some interesting comments. I don't know if GA is just being a troll, if they subbed or not. It's kind of interesting to find out what the GH's deal is. He has some very, that person, whoever this thing and that, whatever it may be, has some interesting comments. But yeah, I do have to go to work today. This stream's almost over for the day. But last night I finished around 7 o'clock, maybe a little bit before 7 p.m. So from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. was the marathon yesterday. I was kind of worried that I'd be boring at points and really wouldn't have anything to talk about. But you guys were keeping each other entertained in the chat box a lot too. So it was kind of like a whole community thing, which was cool. It just kept rolling. It kept rolling. But I had stuff that I had to do last night too, get ready for work today and do some stuff around the house and things like that. So, but I did watch the first 2 episodes of Squid Games. Interesting show. I'm not sure why it got so overly popular with the dubbing type thing, but I work at the post office. Anyway, my time is up for today. It's 7:45. 45-minute cast is typically our run time Monday through Friday mornings here on Coffee with Malcolm. So we kind of babbled about some stuff today, which is fine. Most people are willing to give up TV and radio as far as my little poll will go. Not many people want to go without internet, and I would have to agree. So I'm hooked on the internet, getting on here, YouTube, all this other stuff, playing games and looking things up. So yeah. But anyway, you guys have a great day. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning. Tune in tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for another episode of Coffee with Malcolm. As always, like, subscribe, share the videos, watch some other stuff. You might be entertained. And don't forget to compliment a stranger. You might make somebody smile. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day.